I'm the general manager of Virgin Active Mill Hill East. My name's Seb, Seb Barr, and I've been working at this club now for about the last year and 2 months. In being a health club manager, in fact, we're promoting health and well-being. You know, in fact, I know probably about 1,500 different members here at this club. You know, they probably all know me by my first name, and in fact, the change that I managed to see in my members, that spurs me on. So I'm actually very content, in where I am. I had no plans, in fact, to work in the leisure industry, and particularly not in sort of health clubs. In fact, my first ambition, my first love was to join the Royal Navy. I was going to become a mine clearance officer and explode, in fact, mines for a living. It's a trade that my family have been involved in over, the last about 5 generations of my family. And so for me, there was a strong sense of duty and wanting to be a part of a bigger picture. And for me, in fact, mine clearance was all about helping a community overseas and sort of supporting change in a positive manner. Loved school. I wasn't a big achiever at school. I was very sociable. I was always up to no good. Quite disruptive. I passed all of my qualifications, but was never a big achiever. After talking to the careers advisor in the Royal Navy, they suggested that I get my A levels, and then from A levels, then go on to get a degree. The subject wasn't so important. It was just the discipline of actually going to university and studying. So, in fact, from there, I went to Chichester University and read history. Going to university is a real mind opener. You have to make new friends. You're out of your comfort zone. You're away from home. You have to probably wash clothes for the first time and have to cook for yourself. So yeah, it was fantastic. In fact, my first week was absolutely fab, having to make new friends at university and then in fact build a life for yourself away from home. So I went to university, got a history degree, and then joined the Royal Navy. But in my first few weeks, I ruptured the cruciate ligaments in my right knee, which is a knee injury. And there's a person who actually had a heart attack, and through having a heart attack, they went into a fit, and whilst having a fit, they crushed my knee. And then as we delivered mouth-to-mouth and CPR, they managed to survive, but it really damaged my knee. And so that was probably the one incident that affected my life and changed the fact where I was going to go. I thought that I could rebuild the knee. I thought I could go through rehab, but the damage that I'd had actually done to the knee and the rehab that I'd actually need in order to get it back up and running would just take far too long. And so yeah, it wasn't a career I could pursue, unfortunately. So yeah, I was absolutely devastated. Luckily enough, because I was working for Virgin Active, I could fall back and go back to Virgin Active and continue where I'd left off. I loved working for health clubs. Thought, I'll stay with this and I'll work my way up. And over the years, over the last 9 years, I've just grown through the ranks. I kind of feel that that things are meant to be. So you have to get up and dust yourself on and sort of find a different path. My parents are immensely proud of me. I bring them over to the health club to have a coffee, and they're amazed at where I am. In fact, when I was at school, and like I said, I was off the path really. I was always on report, and so for them to see me in my health club, in fact, managing a large team, they're very proud. They never expected it to happen, but they're very proud.